Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. Our 5 ingredients this week are some pork chops, some pre-made store-bought tortellini, chopped walnuts, parmigiano reggiano cheese, and a couple of handfuls of fresh basil. So to start off with, we're going to make our pesto. That involves adding your handfuls of basil, leaves, and thin stems to a food processor, a couple of cloves of garlic, handful of walnuts, some salt and pepper. Of course, that garlic came from our pantry. That's a freebie, as we know. Grate up some Parm cheese. As always, dish guide down below in the description as well as on the website. Go ahead and get that in your food processor. A couple tablespoons of olive oil just to get everything moving. Then lid it up and blend it briefly. Add more olive oil until you get the texture and consistency you're looking for. And there is a fresh basil and parmigiano pesto. We now contend with our pork, which we will need to season up with some salt and pepper. Make sure to get your meat nice and dry as well. Any surface moisture is going to be the enemy of browning, so make sure to get that off. Lay it down into a skillet with a tablespoon or so of olive oil, again from our pantry. Season that other side and give it about 4 to 5 minutes, depending on thickness, to brown nicely. Once that first side releases from the pan, we've got a nice golden brown crust. Give it a flip and another 4 to 5 minutes, again depending on thickness, until it is cooked through to your liking. I'm shooting for about 140 degrees for a nice medium. Now, just cook your tortellini to the package directions, usually if it's fresh about 3 to 4 minutes in boiling salted water. Once it is ready, we'll go ahead and get that drained out and give ourselves a nice steam facial for the day. Now add about 3/4 of your fresh pesto to a bowl. Add in your very warm pasta. It's going to almost slightly cook that basil and garlic in there, making it aromatic. Melt that cheese just a bit. It almost creates like a little pesto sauce for your pasta. Plate that up, generously of course. And now we'll go ahead and slice our pork chops. I like to give it a nice diagonal bias cut into some thick pieces, but you do you. Lay that on top of your pasta. We've got to hit this with a little more of that fresh pesto. Don't ruin that nice crust we've got though. I like to just run it along the edge of the meat. And of course, we'll gild the lily with a little bit more Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. This is a super easy, rich, and flavorful dish that comes together in about 20 minutes. You could use any protein of your choice or just leave the meat off if you want to. That tortellini is wonderfully chewy. The pesto is herbal. That pork is cooked, I would say to you, absolutely perfectly. Nice and moist. Get a little bite with that pesto. A great weeknight dinner. I hope you'll give it a try this week and let me know what you think. Now get out of here and go make something delicious.